Say hey, YouTube. Let's go this way. Say hey, YouTube. Okay, hey, yeah. We're going to start this video because we're going to finish it when we get home. I'm going to do a review on Dinnerly, which is a service where you order meals and they send it to your home, okay? This one has been advertising a lot lately. It's probably, yes ma'am, that's exactly what I said. It's one of the least expensive ones out there. I think they run about $4.40 a meal, something like that. Yes, that's exactly right. What she said. Yes. I was supposed to have received my first box last week. Yes, but I didn't get it. You want to know why I didn't get it? I didn't get it because apparently the box was damaged in transit. So I called Dinnerly, and they were very courteous. They obviously refunded me. Yes, they refunded me the box that I didn't get, right? And then they also gave me a credit for the one coming up. Yeah, yep. Well, I mean, that was after I talked to him, but yeah, no, she was cool. She was cool about it. Anyway, so we were supposed to get the next box Wednesday because Monday was a holiday and normal delivery is on Tuesday. Guess what didn't happen? That's exactly right. We didn't get our box. That's exactly right. We didn't get our box. Don't know why we didn't get our box. So I called today, and supposedly it's scheduled for pickup today. We're planning on doing an unboxing. I said I was going to do it, so we're going to unbox it. I don't know what it's going to look like because that thing was shipped out yesterday, and it's probably been sitting on my porch all day long, and it's hot. It's the South, so yep, that's exactly what I said, sister. Oh, thank you for kissing the YouTubes, people. Give them all love. She loves you, YouTube. Girl, that's it right there. It's my best co-star ever. I think my highest rated videos are the ones with the baby in it. I know. Don't get snotty with it now, though. You have to love the peoples. Yes. Okay. Thank you for loving the people. Anyway, we're gonna try to do an unboxing when we get home. This will be the precursor too. Do you think any of the food's gonna be any good when I open up the box? Because guess what's in the box? There's some. No, there's shrimp in the box. Do we think the shrimp is still going to be any good? Wait, think. Do we think the shrimp's going to be any good? You think it'll be good? Okay. All right, Mom. We'll see what happens. Okay, that's okay. Bye, YouTubes. We'll come back later when we're actually at home and we open up the box. Give them love. Blow them some sugar. That a girl. Okay, the box was sitting on my porch. Here it is. This is the size of the box. We're going to try to open it up here and see what we have. Okay, this isn't looking real good. There's no ice in this bag at all. This thing is barely even cold. We'll pick the stuff up here and kind of see what condition it's in. I'm not sure we've got anything even usable. Okay. I'm going to kind of go like this, I guess. All right. Here's the scallions. They don't look horrible. They're not cold, but they're not hot. What is this? This is spinach, which there's a bit of that in there that probably isn't, that's probably not going to be usable. We have some dried goods. We'll be fine there. We have panko crumbs. And we have some kind of seasoning here. These are fine. We have a head of garlic. That looks fine. We have a potato. One potato. I'll have to look up and see what my menu is, but we have one potato so far. One lemon. Lemon looks fine. One red onion, which looks fine. A bag of pasta, which is fine. Another bag of green onions, possibly okay. A bag of snow peas, probably fine. Some corn tortillas. Another bag of seasoning. This is where things are going to get interesting. Vermont cheddar cheese. Do you see how small? Okay, I don't know what takes cheese, but this is tiny. Like super tiny. This is probably some kind of beef bouillon. One carrot. It's in fine shape. Green beans. These don't look good. I don't think these are ones we're even going to attempt. Those look pretty gross. Yeah, we're not going to attempt those. So far, I'm going to say the spinach and... Hey, I found another potato. So we have two potatoes. Okay. Yeah. We found another baby cheese. This is the shrimp. I'm gonna say a big fat no on that because while it's not room temperature, that is not closed, nor is it vacuum sealed very well. So I'm gonna say a big fat no on that because I'm not gonna take the chance on seafood. I found another little carrot. Two things of beef. These are actually still fairly cold. I think we might be okay. Philadelphia cream cheese. But filling these meals are going to be tiny. What is this? Pork tenderloin. That is really tiny. It says it's 10 ounces. We'll see. 4 cheese ravioli. Those are probably okay. Guacamole, maybe. What is this? Grits, which was for the shrimp and grits. That's fine, but we're not using the shrimp. Oh, let's see. We have queso, white queso, which is probably for the tortillas. The tiniest little thing of fontina I've ever seen. Parmesan, again, tiniest thing I've ever seen. Another tiny thing of fontina cheese. Whole grain mustard. Okay, that's the end of our box. Box has definitely seen better days. We'll go down in here. The other way. Box has definitely seen better days. This package, FYI, was prepared Wednesday. Okay. Which means it's been in transit since Wednesday. Here's what we have. this back up. This should be enough for 5 dinners. Here's probably what we've salvaged. Here are the things we absolutely are not. We're not using. We're not using the shrimp. We're not using the green beans. We're not using the spinach, which means we've lost an entire dinner because we had shrimp and grits that had spinach in it. So there's an entire meal gone. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera around here real quick. All right, hang on. All right, so I don't know. We'll see what maybe the dinners look like. We'll fix one of them tonight, obviously. We're going to get rid of the green beans, the spinach, and the shrimp. Mind you, I have been looking at the comments via Facebook on people, I'm assuming, have ordered, have received, something to that effect. Several people have complained about the dry ice being completely melted, leaking, and ruining a lot of the things that were in the packages, making them soggy and things of that nature. I didn't have anything ruined because of that per se, like nothing was soggy. It's just mine was in transit for almost 48 hours. Those bags are not designed to be in transit for 48 hours. Now, I will say, given that, the customer service has been really good. Now, I didn't text them, I didn't email them. I called them on the phone. I called the 800 number, and told them. The first time I called, when I didn't get my box, I got a young lady, and she was very nice and said, look, obviously we will refund you for the box that you didn't receive. And the reason I didn't receive it, which it didn't tell me, she had to look it up, was because it said that the box was damaged in transit and they weren't going to send me damaged food. Okay, I'm going to give you that one. Thanks, kudos for not sending me, a box full of damaged goods and then expecting me to pay for it. So kudos to you on that. Inconvenient, yes, considering that I did my grocery shopping the week before, in consideration that I had 2 weeks worth of dinners coming my way. Now, me being me, I don't really trust anybody. I did purchase some things for other dinners, but I didn't shop like I normally do because I was expecting to get these things. So it is inconvenient now that, I went a week with nothing and we had to deal with that. And now I'm going to lose some of these meals, potentially. 1 out of the 5, at the very least, is gone due to a muck-up. This one was supposed to have been delivered on Wednesday instead of Tuesday because we had a holiday, and it was in transit all day Wednesday and didn't get here. It got to my porch at 1:30 in the afternoon. My front porch faces south. So that box sat in the baking 92-degree weather from 1:30 until I got home at 6:30. Yeah. Okay, so, and again, I called today and I got a gentleman, and I can't complain about the customer service. Obviously, I was already, they had already refunded my money for the box that I didn't get. But she also refunded my money for the one that was coming, which is the one for today. So I got this box at no cost. Now, that being said, they already charged my card for the following week. He has now refunded me my money for the following week. I'm going to allow them to send the box because my issue with that, as you see the prints back there sneaking around, I'll move over this way because I know how much he loves to be on camera. So I'll move this way. I did advise them this is kind of the 3 strikes you're out rule. So I'm going to give them an opportunity. We're going to cook one of these meals. I'm not going to videotape why I cook, but I am going to cook one of them, and I will show you the amount that it made so that you get kind of an idea of what they think 2 servings is, right? Because that has a lot to do with whether or not people are going to use this. I haven't seen any YouTube videos on anyone that's done any of this to actually show what you physically get and what you get at the end product, like how much food you actually get, right? Like we're not huge eaters, but you know, the prince has an appetite. He only eats once a day, maybe two sometimes. So usually by the time dinner time comes around, he's hungry. He's ready to eat, right? Like today, I think he had some cheese sticks. That's all he's had is cheese sticks. So he's going to be a little hungry. He's going to expect some food when I cook dinner tonight. We are going to cook one of these meals. I just don't know which one. But I will show you what the after effect looks like, okay? I have given them till next week, even though at this point, I have yet to pay for any of the 3 boxes. First box I didn't get. This box came very late. Next box we'll see. They are supposed to arrive on Tuesdays. That's important for me because I have people home on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, right? So it still doesn't need to be in transit that long. It needs to get here on time as I've explained them to them. If you're going to tell me that this package is supposed to be here on Tuesday between the hours of 9 a.m. and 8 p.m., which is a really long stretch of time, I expect it to be here. FedEx is the one that's delivering these packages. I realize that Dinnerly has really no hand in the game once it leaves their facility. That's all on FedEx, but they did hire FedEx to do these things. So unfortunately, we shoot the messenger in this case. Because it is what it is. It is still Dinnerly. It is still their name on it. So I'm not going to give them thumbs down just yet. I will say that they are not batting really well at this point. We're kind of half a 1 to 2. Like, it's not that great. We'll see, because if I can salvage any of these meals and they're decent, it might be worth the aggravation. But again, at the end of the day, it does have to be consistent. It needs to show up when they say it's going to show up, not 24 hours later. That's a big deal for a lot of people. So I'll let you know what happens there. I'm going to cook one of these and I'll show you what we get when we're done. So I'll see you back in a couple. Okay, look over the stuff in the background. Let me, it was quick, I will tell you that. This is the lemon and cheese ravioli with snap peas. Now, I will say that's a lot of ravioli. That's not very many snap peas. That is supposed to be dinner for 2. That's way more ravioli than I will eat. That would probably feed the prince and I. There's not near enough vegetable on there. The prince would be very unhappy. He wouldn't be full. He's taking the chance on the shrimp and grits. Like, he's not human. I don't know what planet he comes from, but here we go. There's the shrimp and grits for 2. That's a lot of grits, more than enough for 2 people. That is very little shrimp. That's all that came with. Now, the only thing I didn't put in there was the spinach because it looked bad and the prince won't eat it anyway. But there's no vegetables with this. So that's it. That's what you got. That was one dinner, which the prince will eat, and he won't eat all those grits. This is dinner number 2, which I'm going to eat because he's not huge on pasta. There is no way I will finish all that pasta. I will probably eat about half of that, but I will eat all the vegetables. Which means that really so far we're looking at really tiny meals. Let me turn the camera around. Okay, so I haven't tasted it yet. I'll let you know what it tastes like once it's done. The recipes were simple. They were fast. I will say I'm a little bit of a foodie and I'm definitely a cook. Cheating, I do own a pastry business, so I know how to cook. Not just pastries. But I am a cooker. On average, I will cook 4 to 5 meals a week at home. Anyway, I like to cook. This was easy. It was fast. For someone that's never done it, I'm not going to say that it's challenging, but I have a lot of fancy equipment too that some people may not have, right? Like, I added some white wine to things. I have rasps. I have things of that nature, which makes it really easy for me to get lemon rind and to grate Parmesan cheese. Some people may not have that kind of stuff. But the recipes were fairly easy. I think they're small, especially if you have 2 normal adults that, you know, aren't necessarily eating like a bunch of pigs. I don't think the prince and I have huge appetites. We both eat once, maybe twice a day. But I'm going to call these meals so far sparse.
so far. I'll update during the week and we'll do a couple of quick short videos so that we don't have this big, huge, long video as far as the reviews go, because otherwise this thing is going to be amazingly long, because I've got three more things I think I've got to cook. So I'll let you know how they taste. I'll let you know what the prince says about how they taste. He's not all that picky. Like, he'll eat anything pretty much. Me, on the other hand, I'm a snob. So I'll let you know. If it tastes good, I'll let you know that it tastes good. I did sneak a little taste of his grits. I'm not a huge grit person. Those actually did taste pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't bad. But I'll let you know about the raviolis. So we'll be back just shortly, and then we'll end this video, and then we'll do some short videos for the remaining 3 meals, and I will take pictures after they're cooked so you guys can see what they actually look like in size once they're physically cooked, and that might help people make a better decision on whether or not they think this type of service is for them. All right, so we'll be back later.
Okay, we finished dinner. I will say this, they're way more filling than they looked. The prince did eat pretty much the entire shrimp and grits. He ate that himself. He said he was pretty full. I ate just a little more than half of the ravioli, and I did not finish all of the vegetables. I'll actually take those for lunch tomorrow for me. The ravioli was really good. The vegetables were really good. That was a really good recipe. The prince liked the shrimp and grits. He's a little weird. He puts ketchup on everything. Like, he puts ketchup on his ketchup, so it needed ketchup. It didn't quite have enough flavor for him. Take that with a grain of salt. This is a guy that puts ketchup on my chicken piccata. I'm just saying. I don't bother putting that in there. I thought it was pretty good. It was fairly flavorful. Like I said, the grits were actually really good, and I don't eat grits. I don't like grits. So those 2 meals, I would say, were successful. Everybody's full. I had leftovers. I would say at this point for those 2 meals, the biggest complaint we would have is that they're not very balanced. They're very heavy in carbs. They're very heavy in carbs, didn't have near enough, vegetable at all. It was like 2.5 cups of grits, and it was maybe a half a cup of protein, and there was no vegetable in that dish whatsoever. Again, the spinach was bad, but when you look at putting spinach in grits, I don't really consider that being a vegetable. So, we're not real big eaters. If you took 2 just normal adults, I think nowadays, and I hate to say that because people probably overeat all the time, I don't think it's going to get them all that full. It was good. I mean, it was really good. I'm just not sure how a standard adult might feel like. And I hate to say standard like that because, again, I'm a little bit of a foodie. So, I like different types of food and I'm willing to try all kinds of new things. And normally when I cook, I kind of do fluff things like chicken piccata and chicken pomodoro. And, I do all those types of things because I can cook those in 30 minutes. Chicken marsala, I do stuff like that because they are quick. And that's something that I cook on the regular. Not everybody cooks that way. So it really just depends on kind of, I guess, where your palate is and how comfortable you are. The recipes were very easy. Some of the complaints that I saw online were someone had complained that they printed off the recipe card and it was 15 pages. Not sure why you wouldn't just use your computer or your phone. That's what I did. But again, I like to cook and I'm familiar with the kitchen. It is not something that is new to me. I still think that a newbie would have an easy time. I mean, the instructions were super simple and straightforward. I would just tell anyone that does this mise en place, get all your things together first because these recipes are made to be very quick. Like 30 minutes or less. So it's kind of like boom, 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 boom. And if you're having to read the recipe, find your ingredients, get your ingredients while you're trying to cook, you might actually burn something. So I would say look through your recipe before you start. Get all of your things together. Get anything chopped that needs to be chopped.
You know, any prep work that needs to be done, I would tell you to go ahead and do it before you physically start the recipe, because the recipes are fast, which is great. I mean, that's what you want, right? You want good food that's fast. So I'm not disappointed in the quality of the food that we had tonight. It was really good. I'm not sure for how many people, if they would consider that 2 servings. You know, it's a little up in the air. We still have 3 more meals that we're going to cook, so we're going to keep an open mind, but the food's good, so I'm not going to complain. You know, the few things that I had to throw away, which at this point were just 2, because like I said, the prince is very brave and he ate the shrimp. So if he's found dead in the morning, it's not my fault. He made me cook the shrimp and he ate it, so I wasn't touching that one with his hands on the bowl. Anyway, but he said it was good. So, and I know the grits were good because I tried those. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and then I think what we'll do is each day we'll just do a quick little video of the prep work of what I have, so you can kind of see, here's all the things that they wanted for this recipe, this is what we're cooking, here's all the things, and then I'll show you the finished dish, and then we'll let you know what we thought about the dish at the end of it. That way we can get, you know, a good solid review for the whole week. Things may change by the end of the week. I may completely and totally change my mind, and I may not. We'll just see. All right, so we'll go ahead and end this video for today, so you guys know the rules. Till I see you next time, stay safe, stay clean, and have a perfect day. Bye.